In an hour-long rant with Donald Trump Jr., Representative Matt Gaetz, Republican Florida, claimed that cancel culture is what is destroying America. "Yeah, it's the next wave of cancel culture that I don't think we're entirely ready for," said Gaetz sitting in front of a giant photo of the White House. "And I don't think it's entirely far off either," said Trump Jr. "Sort of the acceleration, you know what I mean? 5 years ago some of the were talkin' like." He paused and looked around, waving his hands. "It would have been a Saturday Night Live skit," said Trump Jr., not elaborating on what he was talking about. "Yeah," Gaetz agreed. "Now it's like, that's real," Trump Jr. said with a grumble. "The teachers in the trans school," Gaetz interrupted, "like, defining how much everything costs based on who you are. I mean, what was it like a privilege of the past for things to cost the same regardless of your politics?" It was unclear what he was talking about, but Trump Jr. agreed. "There is a legitimate issue called the pink tax that inflates the cost of goods marketed to women. Some of that has been relaxed after a huge outcry from female consumers." The Pew Research Service reported that in 2022, women earned an average of 82% of what men earned. "It starts with kicking white supremacists off of airplanes," Gaetz claimed. "And it ends with a mega grandmother not being able to refinance her house." Trump Jr. complained that the Navy SEAL that killed Osama bin Laden was kicked off of an airplane. The reason he was kicked off the plane wasn't for his politics, but for his drunkenness. Police took him to a hotel to sleep it off instead of letting him book another flight, TMZ reported at the time. Later in the discussion, Gaetz claimed falsely, "Your 3-year-old is having conversations with their teacher about chopping their D***ck off." Republicans have falsely claimed that teachers are instructing sex education in kindergarten or pre-K. So-called sex education for children at that age focuses on what is inappropriate and teaches children to tell a grown-up if someone touches them. Gaetz was recently under investigation after a friend alleged that he paid an underage prostitute to travel with him to the Caribbean. The Justice Department never exonerated Gaetz, but it said that they wouldn't bring charges. Trump Jr. and his family's business are under investigation for fraud by the New York Attorney General. Trump has already been issued a $110,000 charge for contempt.